How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the launch of Call Me Captain Canada. Any of you who are following me on my old channel know that I hadn't uploaded a video for well over a month. Part of it was time issues, the other half was technical issues that I couldn't figure out, so I'm starting this new channel. And first, I'm going to start a new NHL 14 BIGM commentary. I know the new game comes out in September, but I figure I can get one done quite quickly. Now, before we start, we gotta pick a team. I'm not gonna just pick a random team like I normally would, like by myself. I'm gonna have a computer random engine choose it for me. So, let's pop over to my computer and do that right now. Alright everyone, here we are going to choose our team. It's a random website that just chooses a random NHL team. I wanted to just do a screen capture just to prove to you guys the team that's actually chosen. I'm hoping it's the Pittsburgh Penguins, the greatest hockey team in the world in my opinion right now. Maybe not literally, but they're my favorite team anyway. But I'm going to drop this down to 1 and 3, 2, 1, go nuts. No, not really. I don't like the Montreal Canadians, but that is going to be our team. Let's flip back over to the PlayStation and get started. So, I'm back here on my PS3, and yes, we are given the task of leading the Montreal Canadiens to the Stanley Cup Finals. I believe 1993 was the last year they won a Stanley Cup. It is time for us to give them number 24 or 25. Can't remember. All I know is they have the most Stanley Cups in history, and we have to add another one to that trophy case. So, just waiting for this to boot up. I guess a couple things about the team. Carey Price. Great goalie, arguably the best in the game, and goalies win championships in this game. So, now, start this new franchise. I am still disappointed it was not the Pittsburgh Penguins, but I will get over it. Who else does Montreal have? They got PK Subban. Galchenyuk, yes. Okay, so we're going to leave the trade difficulty on medium. Just leave it on the default. And actually, I'm going to pause this video very quickly just to update the rosters to make sure I have the updated ones. Alright, well that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. I had to do a full system update before I could even download the rosters, but I'm ready now. So, as far as settings go, leave that the same. Leave trade difficulty on medium. Waivers on, salary cap on. Turn GM firing off. And that should be all I have to do. The only thing I'm going to do when it loads up is turn injuries off, because that is just a pain in the ass. So, here we go. As much as I wish we were selecting the Pittsburgh Penguins, we are not. We are going to Montreal. Alright, here we go. And GM Captain Canada is going to be in the front office. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that's good. We'll leave the skill level on medium. That's all good. Alright. Advance, and we are ready to start. Yes. Here we go. So first things first, this video, just look at the roster. If there's any trades that need to be made right away, I'll do that. Simulate the preseason, I think, and then I guess next video we'll start going through the season. And yeah, we'll go from there. Luckily, I think the hardest thing usually is finding a good goalie. Well, we get Price to start with, so that's good. Usually I waste a lot of time in the beginning trying to get a good goalie. We get that, so really only have to make a couple trades if there's some bad salaries on our team. If there's a really old vet that's not useful, trade him maybe for a first-round draft pick, because this year's draft is always lucrative. If we can pick up another first-round draft pick, we will, but we will not trade away our first-round draft pick, not for anything. That is the commitment I'm making to you guys right now. Alright. So, here we go. First, let's take a look at our roster. So, look at contracts. See what we got. Sort of my overall. PK Subban, of course, is going to be the cornerstone of our franchise. Pacioretty, power forward. And honestly, Pacioretty, if the deal's right, I wouldn't mind trading him for a sniper that's 88 overall. I'd rather have a sniper who's 88 overall than a power forward. Thomas although Vanek, maybe we won't have to because we do have Vanek. Plekanec is our best center. Josh Georges is going to be Subban's partner, or Markov. Eller, great second-line center at 84 overall, or Galchenyuk. So we do have some depth there at center. Actually, I'm going to sort by position, so our top 4 centers, that's fine. Should be no problem working with that. At left wing, we're pretty good. Actually, we're pretty good too. Maybe like an 81 or 82 overall left wing would be better for the third line, but that shouldn't be a huge deal and not too hard to do. But having Pacioretty and Vanek as our top 2 left wingers, that's obviously awesome. Right wing, we could use some work. Gallagher, sure, he could play on a second line right wing position, but I wouldn't want him on our first line. Defense, Subban, Georges, Markov, Emlyn, Murray. So we have a great top 5 defensive core. Francis Bouillon, not really great, but it could be worse. We have a pretty decent group of defensemen on our team. And goalie, of course, we're set. Carey Price, that is going to be our franchise goalie, and we have him signed for quite a few years before we have to worry about giving him a big contract. Now, I just want to look at our prospects in our system. Louis LeBlanc, Dalton Thrower, Nathan Beaulieu, Michael Bournival, Michael McCarron, Bozon, Christian Thomas, I know is good. So we do actually have pretty good depth. Prospect-wise, we have a lot of prospects. Do we have a goalie coming up? Guess we don't need one, but okay. Excuse me. Fucali. So, Budai is not a great backup goalie. Fucali could, fill that if we need him to. So let's go GM options. Trade negotiations, trade players. I don't want to have to trade a lot, so let's just look at players that teams are willing to give away for now. So, Robida, we could obviously get him, but 36 years old. The way I see this team, shouldn't be trading for too many players older than 32 because we're not exactly a rebuild, but we are a decently young team. So have a good core group together to carry us for years. And Price is young too, and he's going to be the key, I think, for us winning cups. So keep a young group of players around him. Radek Dvorak, nah, I don't need him. Hayda, nah, he's too old as well. Ray Whitney, don't need any more prospects right now. Jovanovski's old as hell as well. Okay. Matt Cook, old as hell. Of course, everyone on New Jersey's old. Just looks like all that's really available right now is some old vets, which we're not really in need of. I'm not going to push a long playoff run. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to push for it. Almost all the way through. Ashton gets good, but I have a trade value to get him easily. Alright, so no player that teams are interested in giving away that's good for us. So let's just look one more time quickly. I see Plekanec. Where was he? Right here. Okay, so he's 30 years old. He's got 3 years left on this $4.5 million deal. So what I want to do, see if we can't upgrade him. And I have just the center in mind who I would love to bring over. And that would be Patrick Berglund. And why do I want to do that? Because he's defensive. Still has 2 years of growing left. Decent shot. Decent passing. He's pretty much decent everywhere. And even though you might think we're trading down here, Plekanec for Berglund, he's always paid off for me in the long run. So, that is the trade I'm making. Easy, simple. Alright, so we're good at center now. Left wing. Let's see who we can get for our left wing. Sabodka. He never gets above that 81. I don't really want him. I don't see really anyone. You know, David Booth's not worth $4.2 million. Dustin Penner never really gets that good. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. Halischuk, 80 overall, just like Pruss. But we're not going to be able to swing that trade because of the potential difference, unless we can throw in some no-name unsigned player. Want to try it? Nah, that's not going to work. I'm not even going to pursue that. It's not worth my time right now. Daniel Winnick, okay, I thought he had one more year left of growing. Maybe not. Bolesky sometimes gets good. No, but he's only 77. This is always the part that takes long. Setting your team up. Really, first trades you make really set the tone for your team forever. So, you gotta be patient. Wait for the right moves. Don't go for the first player you see. McGinn. This is someone who's actually worth my time pursuing, because I've seen him go to 84 or 85 overall. So he is worth our time pursuing. Brady Vale, I think he was like a 3rd round draft pick. How high does he get? He only gets up to 3 stars. That probably wouldn't swing. Let's go back to this Reway guy. Okay. All that should work. And there we go. So we got Jamie McGinn now. That's going to be great to round out our left wingers. Right wingers, he's only got 1 year left. Brian Giunta, sorry, not Scott. We got Rene Bourque. We got Dale Weiss. Dale Weiss can be our 4th liner. Bourque can be our 3rd liner. Gallagher can be our 2nd liner. Let's combine Briere and Giunta and see if we can upgrade for a better right winger. This could be a problem because we're going to have to find a team that can take on 2 players and $8 million. Okay, so this could be a problem. The only, we're only going to be able to go to like maybe, I'm thinking like Buffalo maybe. A team who has really low salary cap that's in a rebuilding phase. Drew Stafford. Or Chris Stewart. No, that's a no-go. Is it because of salary issues? No, so it's not because of salary issues, because it can't take on 2 players. So I'm thinking Drew Stafford. Alright. No, okay, I almost just broke my own rule. Don't go for the first player you see. Who else would have a low salary cap? I guess Calgary would have a low salary cap. Mike Camilleri. Should we bring him back? Maybe we should bring Mike Camilleri back to Montreal, because that would be a first-line center that we can definitely use. And don't be over. Okay, so it's not a salary cap issue. That's good. So we'll take McGrattan as well, and that's not going to go through, I don't think. So we definitely got some prospects to spare. That's one thing to think about. This Gregor guy looks like he could be traded. So, yeah. Then let's throw in a 3rd round pick next year. Maybe that would do it. So 3rd round next year. That should be everything you need to get Camilleri back to Montreal. Not quite yet. I will go for a 2nd pick next year. If that doesn't go through, I'm not going to pursue this further because he's not worth any more than that. So let's try that. That does not work, so Mike Camilleri is not returning to the Montreal Canadiens. It just couldn't be done. And for us to get a fair return. Alexander Semin is 29 years old, but no. He's 7 $1 million a year for 5 years. That is just ridiculous for Alexander Semin. No, no one there. Parento, still not going to work. Nathan Horton, no, he's not a first liner, though. That's the problem. This is going to be harder than I thought. Alfredson's too damn old, although I wouldn't mind him. Eberle, okay. Eberle, he's not going to work. No, it's too damn high. And Yakupov, I just don't like Yakupov, so not going to go there. Toffoli, Gabrick has 1 year left at this deal. So let's try to bring Gabrick over. But that, alright, we're going to have to do a couple things here, I think. Okay, so I want to keep that 3rd round. Let's see if we can't do it for a 2nd round. And the 3rd round for next year. That could do it. That is not going to do it. Alright. Well, the problem here is they don't want Briere or Gianna, and they don't want to give up Gabrick, so that trade would just be too hard to make. But it was worth a shot. Pominville. Nah, too many years on that contract. He's not worth it. Nope. Capozo. He's going to be too hard to get. Yeah, no way in hell. Martin St. Louis is too old, not worth it, although it would be cool to bring him back to Montreal, his home province. Voracek turns out to be very good. And to have him with Galchenyuk, that could be a great moving forward, but they're going to have a salary cap. Yeah, they're going to have salary cap issues, that's why, okay. Verbata, nope. Pittsburgh has no right wings. Oshie, TJ Oshie. The man of Sochi. Okay, let's see what he's all about. He's a good all-around player defensively, physically, and the shot. And he's got 1 more year of growing, but yeah, okay. I don't even know what I was thinking there. Of course, St. Louis is going to have salary issues. Kucherov, no. Callahan, nah, he's too hard to get. Purcell, too big of a contract. Not even going to try for Kessel. Cassian, no. Burrows, nah. Oh, Wheeler. Wheeler's a good guy. Although, no, too many years on that contract. It's a hard contract to work with. I think we're almost back at the beginning. Just got to look here. Louis Eriksson. Too big of a contract. And, wait a minute. I think I was already at... Yeah, so we already... I didn't go for Stafford. That's what it was. So let's try for him. D'Agostini. Okay, and we're going to go back. Try again for this 3rd rounder. See what happens. Not going. 2nd rounder. Not going to happen. So we're going to try a 3rd rounder. And a 4th rounder for the year after that. Okay, so I don't know what else to do other than maybe just try a couple of these 5th rounders in here. And that's not going to work either. So I don't see a way to make this trade work unless we throw in a 3rd rounder, because it's not going to be worth it by then. No. My last ditch attempt was that. So it does not look like we're improving at right wing. We improved everywhere else, so we're not doing too bad right now. So let's go back to GM options, roster moves. And look at the team. So let's make sure we got our top. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't need Ryan White. Send you back down. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's okay. That's right, because of our. We'll send Weiss down for now. Rene Bork's gonna be a 4th liner, but it could be worse, I guess. Subban, Markov, Georges, Murray, Emlyn, Bouillon, Tenorti, you're going back down. Goalies, Budai and Price. So this is our team. We're already best lines just to get our original line set. And you know what? I don't mind these lines at all. Patrick Berglund, Galchenyuk. He's going to be our first liner, so let's just give it to him now. Berglund and Vanek will be fine together. Moen and McGinn, I don't like that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take Bork to the fourth line. McGinn can still grow, so we're going to leave him there. Gallagher, Briere. How old's Briere? Briere is 35. So he's had his time. Don't want to stunt Gallagher's growth, so that's going to be our lines there. Defensively, Georges and Subban, Markov and Emlyn, Murray and Bouillon. So that is all good. I'm happy with the power play lines. They're fine. That's fine. Penalty kill, Berglund and Pacioretty, I'm fine with that. Descharnay and Eller, I'm perfectly fine with that. Alright. 4-on-4 lines, I don't really care. Extra attacker, we want to be... You know what? Subban's a good extra attacker. Pacioretty, I'm going to switch you out for Vanek because he's a sniper. Goalies, of course, Carey Price. Shootout, Vanek, Pacioretty, Galchenyuk, Subban, and Markov. I'm not going to lose any sleep over those lines, so, alright. Our team is ready. Let's just quickly best our lines down here. Look to make sure we don't have any good prospect on the bench. No, you're not that good. Fournier's in. Okay, Dietz. This guy, defensive guy named Dietz, he's got to go in. And then Delarose. Okay. So we're going to take out Courtnall, I think. Yeah, that's the right move. Take out Courtnall. Where are you, Courtnall? Here you are. Okay. Courtnall, you're out. Delarose, you're in. We'll switch you with Marty St. Pierre. He's old as hell by now. Next, we're taking out... Oh, this is going to be a hard choice. McIver. You got any potential? You got zero potential, kid. Okay, you're out of our lineup. Your AHL career's over right now. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Alright. Now, okay, you're scratched. And I'm going in the wrong direction. I am stupid. Okay, Dietz, you're in. And that probably means we're going to have to change him on the 4-on-4 line. Of course, and Dietz. That should be everything. Okay, our lines are all set. Let's quickly simulate the preseason, then wrap this video. Montreal Canadiens, they're not in a position to win a Stanley Cup this year. They got $5.8 million worth of salary to work with, though. So if there is a good guy in free agency, we can pick him up. And we also got some room to make trades. I think maybe at the trade deadline, we might be able to move Giunta and Briere for teams making a playoff rush and pick up a good prospect. So here goes our preseason. I wanted to welcome you to the Montreal Canadiens organization of our GM for the next 3 years. It's all about winning, and I'm setting your initial target as 43 wins this season. Keep me happy, you keep your job. Now go out there and make me happy. Alright, so somehow we have to pull off 43 wins this season. We're already rookie GM. We're already overachievers. I think that's what that really should have said. Okay, salary cap. Yeah. Keep going. Going into Ottawa across the province lines. Oh, scouting assignment. Forgot to do that. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, I forgot to turn injuries off. Now, my sights are set on Aaron Ekblad, of course. If we can make a trade to get the first overall pick, he is the guy who we're taking. And that's just common sense in this game. Customize settings, rules, injuries are going off. Okay. We're GTG. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's finish the preseason quickly. So, all the way to the 29th of September. These wins, of course, mean nothing, but, you know, good preseason sometimes means a good regular season. Not always, but it can. So, looks like Carey Price is being a brick wall for us back there. He is stopping everything. I haven't seen him allow more than 1 goal a game yet. Don't remember what the Ottawa game score was. Okay, that was a bad game for him, but he'll bounce back. And here's the final game. Boston somehow went 6-0 in the preseason, and they went 7-0. They shut us out. Good morning. I figured I'd be remiss at my duties as your boss if I did not let you know that I'm expecting you to make the conference semi-finals this year. Okay. I think that's a lot of unreasonable goals. I know the Montreal Canadians made the conference finals in real life in 2014, but based on the moves I just make, that is not looking like that's going to be the case for our team. Alright, well that's all I got for you guys this time. Remember to comment on the video, like the video, and subscribe. Let me know if there's any other trades you think I should make, or if there's any other players you have picked up who have done well for you. I'm Adam, and I will see you next.